Welcome back to another episode of the TACHO Show. I am your host, TACHO, of course, and gonna go ahead and do another Aether Raids showcase since it's been a hot minute since the last time we did one of these, and we actually have a new defense team to show off, so this should be interesting. Alright, so how we did this season, we got a final score of 21,220. We did take a minus 60 on defense, which is good because you guys already know I hate showing off defenses that don't get any losses throughout the season. It's very unrealistic, and it makes me feel like I'm false advertising, because, like, realistically, every single defense I put up, I've been able to beat in multiple different ways. So, for everyone else to be unable to beat a defense, I think, is just, like, not cool. It's not a good way to show off a defense. You want to show off the strengths as well as the weaknesses anytime you do it. So it is good that we at least have a loss to take a look at. Final score, we are within top 1K. I don't know if that's going to hold throughout the end of the season. Probably not, because we still have how many hours? 5 hours to go. So I'm sure the people that wait till the last minute, the procrastinators, are going to overtake me, and I'll get bumped out of top 1K. But that's fine. Like, that doesn't matter. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this defense now. So this may look pretty familiar if you guys have been sticking around this channel, or if you've just been playing defense fights yourself. You've probably come across something that looks pretty similar to this or this exact setup. Now, this is basically the brand new type of armor ball that was invented by this really good Japanese player that is seemingly a very famous player in the Japanese community. Like, a lot of people knew him. But when he made this defense, the armored units weren't really as insane as they are right now. Like, he was running Marnie as his near saver, and he was running Ice Fiorm as his far save. Not too shabby for the time, but, like, right now, look at what we've got access to. We have Hector, we've got both of the Needhoggers, we've got Famortis now, we have the brand new Valentine Rhea. So there are some serious contenders now for these armored units that can just sit there, do nothing, and tank hits all day. So I'm running Needhogger as my near save unit, mainly because she's very efficient when it comes to fodder. If you give her a tier 3 near save skill, she can still go ahead and proc one of her specials twice that give you the flat DR or non-pierceable DR. So Sturdy Beast, with her weapon, already procs twice, which is very good. So you don't need to give her, like, twin near save or twin far save or any of that. Also, you can bless her, unlike the other Mythic Needhogger, which is very important, so we can buff her stats. And then I've got Hector as the far save, mainly because he can provide the Stone Tile support, which is really good. Gives us a lot of AoE protection, and also just protection against specials in general. Although, admittedly, Hector is probably not the sturdiest of far savers. There's definitely some better units we could run in his place, but I do want the Stone Tile support, so that's why he's here. Then, of course, Haythrun, who has no weapon, because that way she can just sit there and keep on rallying and not move at all and break formation. Same with King Freyr, no weapon equipped, so he just sits there and rallies and stays in place. So that's basically the idea behind these two. Also, King Freyr is basically a must run on defense teams, because he can turn off any debuffs, particularly like undefended and things like that, that would otherwise make this team real easy to beat. We have Seteth. Also, he is in the bonus slot, which is very important because that means he's just going to automatically end his turn every time. Until the opponents can kill one of my units, Seteth is not going to move. So he's just going to sit his ass right there. It may look like he's going to move, like a lot of people just put a unit right there and try to bait, but that's not going to work because he is not going to move until somebody dies. Okay, then we got Gold Mary, who has a really nice debuff where she does minus 15% attack to the enemy's attack based on whatever their attack is to enemies in 3 columns and 3 rows, which it's going to be really hard to attack my units here with any melee unit that is not going to be suffering Gold Mary's debuff. So it's really good against melee, and then there are a couple of spots where range units can actually attack from safety of Gold Mary's debuff, but range units, like, there's not too many that are going to be able to take out Hector when he's got, like, Hardy Bearing and he's got the Stone Tile support. And then finally we have Tamara, of course, who is able to provide Breath of Life support and then her own weapon support, which is Speed and defense +4 to allies in 3 spaces, and 10 flat DR on enemy specials, which is nuts. It's like having stone tile support on the go. Tamara's support is actually really good. And not only that, you may also notice that a lot of these units, not just the save units, but just like Tamara, Goldmary, Haithrun, they're all really stubborn units to get rid of on their own, even if save is not taken into account here. So it can be a pretty tricky team to get rid of. Obviously, people were able to beat it, so we can go ahead and take a look. So let's see here. What are we working with? Okay, lots of wins, obviously. There's our -60. Oh, we did have another loss, too, where we didn't lose any lifts, so that's good. And then the rest are just clean wins. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at these defenses, and we'll just see how people were able to do. Now, of course, the people that were able to win, we'll see how they did it, and after that, I'll explain some of the weaknesses of the defense. All right, so our first victim here. I'm going to turn the animations off because we got a lot of defenses to watch. And, like, this type of team, people are going to probably go all 7 turns trying to find a way to break through. So, this first guy, we've got Ninja Lucina. We got Brave Felix here with Gust and Double Fury. We got also Thor here. Okay, all right, Plumeria, we got Hater, and then Peony. So, he's got actually double dancers, which you don't really see that too often. All right, he goes for a swap. Gets some debuffs with Lucina as support. Okay, I don't think he's going to act on this turn yet. So, probably just biding his time. Preparing his offense to make sure he can really do it. Yeah, Haithrun, or Hater, is actually a really good offensive mythic hero against teams like this. Because she's able to provide the dual strike support and the treachery support. As long as a bunch of turns have passed, which normally that's not like, you don't want to wait that many turns for her to get her good buffs. But against a defense like this, you have all the time in the world. So, Hater's really good against like armor ball type of defenses. Okay, he's not even able to attack us yet. He did get his bolt tower to go off against Haithrun, but that doesn't matter. Alright, as we can see here, the units will just continue to rally and they're not going to move until you can find a way to kill somebody. Alright, he is not attack. Okay, here he goes. His first attack, Lucina against Hector. He's not really able to do much damage at all. Now he should be able to, though, because he overwrit my stone tiles with flame tiles. Another reason why I still think Flared Sparrow is the best ace skill for these offensive units. We've been getting a lot of like a lot of duo skills that set up tiles now. Like the duo Haithrun sets up an insane amount of Divine Vein green, and then also the new Rhea who puts up the stone tiles for 2 turns. So overwriting terrain, I think, is way more valuable than stuff like perfect attack speed, giving you no follow-up, or what's the other one? Sly Swift Sparrow, which gives you like +5 damage on your attacks if you've got bonuses and stuff. Like, that's cool and all, but bro, just give me the flame tile. The flame tiles are so OP. Okay, Lucina has been trying her best to chip away at this Hector for several turns now. Is she actually going to be able to take him out? Like, this is taking a long time here. He's got to do it so slowly, too. Like 9 HP damage per attack. Alright, yeah. Freyr, he's just going to keep on rallying over and over. Alright, more Haithrun support. We go for the Lucina swap. Attacking Hector here. Can't do anything until the stone tiles are gone. And then we just keep on healing, too, because dosage from Needhogger gives you 10 HP after combat. And then, of course, Divine Nectar gives us 20 HP at the start of combat. So that's like 30 HP that we're healing. And then Seteth gives us 7 HP heals with every attack we land on the foe. So that's like a mid-combat 7 HP. So we're healing 37 points of HP every single time we enter combat. And this guy is doing what, like 16 times 2? Had we had more HP there, we would have actually lived that. We would have out-healed his damage. We would have had like 5 extra points of health. So yeah, he was finally able to get rid of Hector. What turn is it? Let me take a look here. Okay, it took him 6 turns to kill somebody, and now the units are going to break ranks, but by this point, it's probably way too late for him. Yeah, because, like, look at this. He has to try to kill everybody now on the final turn. And this guy had double dancers, and he's got a dancer with a duo button that can dance again. So just imagine how many actions it took him. Like, just an ungodly amount of actions to kill Hector. So, let's see here. Plumeria has 1 dance. Peony's got 2 dances, and then Lucina's got 2 actions because of her duo skill. So, it took him 5 attacks to kill Hector there. That's just wrong, man. That is not cool. Okay, so he... Oh, I was about to say, it seems like he was going to win, but then... No, Nidhogger was able to do enough damage to get rid of his Thor there. I don't know why he did that. Like, maybe Felix would have been unable to do any damage at all, so he had to go for Thor there. But Thor just didn't have enough HP to live at that point. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so this guy, he was unable to kill everybody. Okay. All right, we got Puddin up next. Purin. Which is Japanese for puddin. All right, this guy, he's got his own Nidhogger. Okay, he's thinking maybe he can try to bait this if he puts a unit there in front of Seteth. All right, we got Winter Alir. We got Hater. Again, like I said, Hater is very good against these types of defenses. We got Lumera Fallen. We got the Attuned Peony, and then we have Emblem Sigurd there. No structures at all besides the bonus and the ladders. Okay. Yeah, you could tell this guy is a bait player. When you don't see the safety fence, you know they're a bait player. Like, only offensive players are running the fence because it's so broken. Like, 2 turns of fence, we did not need that. Alright, yeah, he thought he was going to be able to bait us here, but he wasn't. So, now what is he going to do? When baiting fails against the baiting player, what do? Like, you have to player phase one way or another. I don't get why people are so against, like, player phase strats, too, by the way. Like, there are some players that are, like, only bait. Like, bait for life. Will never even attempt to player phase. And I don't even get it, because player phasing is easier to do than baiting. It's like, dude, just try it. Just give it a try, man. You might like it. You probably would like it a lot better than baiting. Like, me personally, I could never play bait strategies. I feel like such a bitch. Like, I'm literally just sitting there waiting for the enemy to come and attack me. Like, I want to be the one doing the attacking. I'm the boss here. I'm the one doing the attacking. You're the one doing the tanking. Like, that's my mindset. I'm the one doing the damage. You're the one taking the damage. Not the other way around. Okay, so this guy lost. Puddin. Okay, we have Ashtaroth up next. Sure. Okay, he's got the fence, but looks like another bait player because he's got Emblem Mike. We got Naga there, who could actually make a resurgence. She does give effect... Well, actually, no, I take it back. I was going to say she gives effective against Dragon, which could be good against Rhea. But Rhea negates effective against Dragon. So, yeah, that's not happening. Alright, we got Ike there, Emblem Ike, Hater again. Lots of haters this season. I guess because she's in bonus right now. Then we got the Brave Gulve, we got Nidhogger, and Plumeria. Okay. Alright, yeah, he's just going to park Ike there and hope that he can tank everything. Alright, let's see how that goes for him. Yeah, it's not going to go any way because we ain't attacking for shit. You can't just sit there. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to use this defense too, is because the other defense that I had, it's probably a lot better right now because, I mean, back when it was losing a lot was when people would just park Timera in front of Sigurd and she has no way to get around him. But there is actually a very suitable replacement for Timera right now, and that is the Valentine Edelgard. I think could be a really good really good replacement for Sigurd because she gets a bunch of actions. She gets 4 by herself without having a duo button. And then on top of that, she can also turn off the enemy specials. So, like, Tamara would not be able to use Sandstorm. I think it's after the first round of combat with her, though. Like, in the first round of combat, you can use your special against Edelgard. But after that, you can't. So, and she's probably going to have enough tankiness to survive against Tamara, at least for one round. So, I'm thinking maybe that Valentine Edelgard could replace Sigurd on my old defense. And then I could, like, come up with somebody else to run as the second offensive unit. Maybe, like, I don't know, who would be a good option? Like, Emblem Celica, I guess, just to get the threat range. All right, another guy, Calvin here, just gave up. Okay, we have Raiha up next, and then we're coming up to the loss pretty soon. All right, Emblem Lyn, who is actually, believe it or not, a real legitimate weakness to this defense, if you can figure out what to do with her. Yeah, then we got Ashura, we got Emblem Sigurd, we have Naga, Plumeria, and Veyle. Okay. All right, what is this guy up to? Very interesting choice to bring Veyle to this. Is she a bonus unit right now? Because, like, I feel like otherwise there's not really much reason to bring her for an Aether Raids offense fight. Yeah, he's going around. He probably tried to do a damage check with, like, Sigurd versus, like, Needhogger in this case, I guess it would be, but Sigurd was not going to do enough damage. All right, breaking structures. I don't know why he's avoiding threat range. It's not like I'm going to attack him anyway. He might as well just, like, put his units in harm's way. That doesn't make any difference here. All right, he breaks the Duo's Hindrance. Puts Veyle over there. But we're not going to attack Veyle. Okay, and then this is one weakness, by the way. There is actually some positioning shenanigans you can do to force King Freyr to not just rally on Needhogger after the second action. Like, he'll rally on Seteth, and then he'll move over and rally Haythrun. It's not always clear why. I mean, sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. I think it has to do with, like, the way AI interacts with opponents' defenses. Because, like, the way your units will move in is to attack units that have, or attack enemies that they can do the most damage against. So, him going over there to rally on Haythrun may be because Haythrun is technically in range to attack Sigurd, even though she has no weapon equipped. So, the thought process of the AI may be like, okay, so her 44 attack against Sigurd's 60 defense, and then she's got color advantage. That could be why. Like, I don't really know, though. Sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. All right, it's not even the biggest deal. Even if we break ranks with this defense, it's still not the easiest thing in the world to beat these units. Because they're not moving very far. Like, we have a bunch of infantry and armors that don't really move a lot of distance here. And they're pretty much still going to stay in formation even after they move. So, we're still getting all the support and the save and stuff. But you can chip away little by little at the units. Now, I'm kind of surprised this guy lost here. He does have Emblem Lyn, who should be able to make this real easy for him at this point, since our units are moving now. Maybe it came down to, like, the last minute and he was unable to kill the save units. That's the only thing I can think of. Wow. Wow, dude, that's nuts. Sigurd did 0 to Needhogger, like, on both of his hits there. That's crazy. Okay, here, the only thing I can surmise that he ran away now is because he's unable to kill anybody else. And then he's got units in range of Gold Mary and Tamara. They're probably going to take somebody out. I feel like he probably could have won if he played a little better. I don't know. Okay, now let's go ahead and take a look at the loss, and let's see what happened here. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, man. I've been waiting to see somebody use this guy. Okay, so we have the legendary Ronan, who had the godliest refine for a 5-star nobody ever. Can anyone tell me why Asbel didn't get this same treatment? They're from the same game, right? Ain't Asbel from Jugdral as well? I think so, right? Like, why did Ronan get all of this and Asbel got nothing? Your guess is as good as mine, man. I don't get it. Like, for some reason, Ronan got the tits for a refine and Asbel got booty. And not in a good way. So, okay, this guy, as you can see, he gets 150% bonus damage based on his res when he procs a special. That's like double Glacies. What is Glacies? Like 80% of res? 80 times 2 is 160, right? That's almost 2 Glacies in one on his special when he procs it. And then this guy's running Astra too, which is 150% bonus damage. This fool hits hard. He hits hard. And he can probably delete, like, anything. Regardless of you proccing, like, Aegis or whatever. Like, Ike Ring and Aegis. He probably just claps right through both of those things. So, we do have our Hector here. I don't have the Ike Ring on Hector. I actually have it on Temera. For a very good reason, which I may explain later if someone tries to abuse that weakness here. But, otherwise, we'll just keep it 100 and say that we have Hector without it. Okay, we got Lucina over there. We've got Cordelia for Brave support. And we got Thor and Hater once again. And Ymir, of course, for Miracle support. Not that this guy needs it. I mean, he hits so hard, he probably just kills in one shot. So, let's see it. Alright, I guess the Lucina support. Not attacking yet. We're waiting. Probably for him to just get his shit pre-charged. You know, you could also give him the Times Pulse Echo skill too, right? Because this guy has no preference skills. So if he wanted, he could have attacked right there if he had the Echo skill. Alright, so we swap with Lucina again to get his special charged, and there we go. Just cold-blooded one-shots Hector on the defense tile with... Do you have any idea how much support he had right there? We have Divine Nectar, we've got Dosage, we've got a double Distant Guard, we've got this guy gives +8 to all stats and +7 DR on the enemy first attack. Temera's giving defense up 4 and then flat 10 DR. He was in range of Goldberry there, so he's taking -15% attack. Still doesn't matter, just clean one shot there. Does 90 damage to him. Now, if I had Shield Fighter on Hector with Aegis, would he have lived? I don't know. Because Shield Fighter lets you proc the special twice. So I would have basically 2 instances of Aegis there. Would that be enough to live? I don't know. Because I've tried, but I've been very unlucky on any unit that has Shield Fighter, so I've never been able to snag a second copy to just give to Hector. But I'm still working on it. If I can ever manage to do it, then definitely we will do it. I think we can end this one now, too, because we already saw the highlight right there. All right, let's keep going. So that was... Where was that? Okay, over here, so we are moving on. Man, this is... Dude, we're already 23 minutes into the video. Jesus Christ. This is a long one. Damn, and I still got to do, like, Dokkan stuff, too, because the anniversary just happened for Dokkan. Well, it didn't just happen, but part 2 of the anniversary just happened. Yes, you heard me right. Dokkan has... Their anniversary in Dokkan takes, like, 3 parts, and then they have an extra part right at the end. So it's like 4 parts of the anniversary in Dokkan, where we're getting new content, we're getting new units, we're getting, like, all sorts of stuff. Lots of prizes, lots of events, lots of, like, really cool stuff to do. And what does Dokkan do, or what does Faye do for their anniversary? It's 1 part, and we get, like, whatever happens in that 1 part. That's basically the whole anniversary. So, not as exciting as Dokkan's, but... It is what it is. I mean, I can't say anything wrong about Faye for this one because they really did put it in. This seems to be the most promising anniversary in recent memory because they had the survey and they had like the Binding World Forma, which was awesome. So yeah, they are trying. I can't say they didn't try this year. They did try. Okay, this guy, I don't know what happened here. He lost his Needhogger to mine. Okay. Not sure how that happened. I could not explain that one to you guys. All right, here's another one. This guy probably just surrendered. I can't imagine he would go all the way and try to, like, fight here. Yeah, because again, we have another bait team. Once they realize they can't bait, they have to, like, do something else. That's probably when they just give up. Yeah, so he's got Needhogger and Ike. Alright, just breaking structures. Okay. Alright, he is going to stick it out, though. He's going to try. Oh, you know what's also pretty good here? I didn't mention this. Since it's so easy to break my duo's hindrance, you could then use this unit's duo skill to set up the green tiles, which will remove Hector's stone tiles, and then you could probably snipe him a whole lot easier with somebody that has Lin Ring or just some crazy ranged unit. So yeah, just another weakness for this defense. This defense has a lot of holes in it. You might be fighting this defense and thinking, oh, this is so tough. Like, how am I supposed to kill Needhogger under these circumstances with all this support and, like, all that? But no, it's actually very easy. This is not, like, some crazy defense. Alright, we're just rallying here. This guy might actually time out. Let's see. Yeah, alright, he had enough. He just gave up there. Alright, we got one more over here, and then we got the second loss. Okay, so again, we have Lin, but no one's really taken advantage of the serious, like, weakness here that we have to Lin, which is, I guess I'll say it now. It's, you run Lin in this slot here, and then you run Emblem or somebody who has undefended over there. And then you hit Tamara, and she's not protected by Freyr, so she will be hit by undefended, and then Lin can just snipe her. And then from that point, the units are going to break ranks, and then Lin can one by one pick units off. So, a pretty major weakness. I've been thinking of a couple of ways that I could fix that, like maybe just run 6 units instead of 7, so Freyr is protecting the whole team, and then Needhogger and Hector are also, or Hector alone, I guess, with Far Save is protecting the whole team. Because if you're running 7 units, there's no way to protect everybody with Far Save and King Freyr at the same time. You're going to have to make some kind of concession somewhere. But if you're running 6 units, it is possible to protect everybody with both of them. So, like, that was one possible thing I was thinking about. But in the end, I just thought, how many people are really going to try to do that? Doesn't seem like a realistic scenario that's going to happen, like, every fight. So, just a weakness that we have conceded here. Alright, the only thing I can think he's going to do is, like, wait till turn 4 for Hater to get all her buffs. Try to buff Sigurd and Lin, see if they can end up killing somebody with Dual Strike and Treachery. But otherwise, it seems like he is just taking his time here, just dilly-dallying. Alright, we're rallying over and over, as we've seen many times. Alright, he gets his Bolt Tower to go off. Very good placement there for the Bolt Tower against this defense. There's also another map you can run this on too, by the way. There's the map that has all of the trees. I don't remember the name of it, but it's got 2 trees over here. Or, like, over here, and then it has a tree over there somewhere. You can also run that map too, because the reason why this map works is because you got the tree there, and you can put the fortress there, so infantry melee are not going to be able to cross the tree, and as you can see there, they will not be able to move, so they're just stuck in place. And like I said, the tree is the reason why this works. So yeah, the other map that has the 2 trees over there, you could also put the fortress right there, and then put your units all over there, and the same thing will be able to work here. Alright, we're coming up on turn 4 here. Another reason Rhea would be good on this team is because she heals at the start of turn. So she's like a healing tower on the go. So even though we take all this damage from a Bolt Tower, we could still, like, passively start recovering anyway. Alright, Na comes in. Na, wow. Na got her ass beat right there. You would think Na with color advantage would do a little bit better against Needhogger, but no. She just gets torn to shreds. I don't know what this guy is going to do. Yeah, like, I didn't know what he was going to do after all that. All right, we'll go ahead and take a look at this one more loss. We're already 30 minutes in. I think we might just, like, end it after this. Do we really need to see the rest of these? We've gotten the gist across. We've already seen, like, some of the weaknesses here. Like, sometimes the units do break rank. I explained the thing with Tamara already, so... Also, you could just cold-blooded murder the far save with Ronan if you've got him. So, yeah, I think we're good here. We'll just watch this one more, and then we'll call it a day. All right, so how is this guy going to be able to do it? So we've got Hater there. We got Emblem Lin. We got Shez, Ymir, Lucina, and Veyle. Oh, is this guy only running 2 offensive mythics? Ooh. Yeah, that's very questionable. I'll see the... Okay, plus 10 Veyle, and then plus 5 on Hater. You do realize if you run 3 mythic heroes, you score more, right? As long as you've got any merges at all on the mythic heroes, running 3 of them will score higher than running 2. So, by running 2 mythic heroes, you're just hurting your own score. So, like, this guy already loses points from this. Maybe he was able to win, but you gotta go for max score, too. You can't just play to win. If that's all we were trying to do, we'd just play every season like Chaos Season and just run whatever. But no, you gotta follow the rules. I could probably imagine, like, Lin with... Or Shez, even. Shez with Ymir support is probably going to be okay here. Yeah. Yeah, that Shez is built different. And now at this point, like, we're just at the mercy of all his range units here. He's got a lot of them. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, this guy, he was able to do it with Shez as opposed to Ronan, which... I mean, that works too. That's fine. You got your Ymir support for miracles, so you can live through the enemy counter, and then... on your 3rd and 4th attack, you just wipe out the far save. Yeah, and then we got 3 more. Yeah, I don't think we want to watch 3 more people suffer. So, yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts on this defense in the comment section down below. If you think this defense is, like, annoying or unbeatable or anything, it's not. It is very easy. It's real easy. As long as you know where the weak spots are, how to exploit them, you should be fine. So, don't even sweat it if you see this. I'm probably not even going to run this again next season. I'm probably just going to go back to the old tried and true old reliable here that I made, but I'll have to take Sigurd off and probably try to run Edelgard here. And the problem is, I haven't even summoned on the Valentine banner yet. I do have quite a lot of orbs. I could try to summon. I did like 1 circle on it, but... Like, do I really want to summon on this when we're probably getting an Emblem banner at the end of this month? I'd just much rather summon for the Emblem hero. And I don't really buy orbs, so what I've got to work with here, that's all I've got, pretty much. So, I don't know. I'll have to think about it, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. This is your boy Tacho signing out, and I'll catch y'all again on the flip side.